Hey everybody, we're live here on Periscope, and this video will be replayed for people on Facebook so they can watch it on demand. Just waiting till everyone joins us. Hey Jimmy. Alright, just waiting. I haven't talked to you in a while, Jimmy. It's been a while. Alright guys, so we're, again, like I said, we're live here on Periscope, and this will be replayed for people on Facebook. So people on Facebook, you're not going to see the hearts down here that we're going to be seeing on Periscope. You're not going to see all the comments that people are talking to me around the world on Periscope. So if I'm referencing them, it's because we're on live here on Periscope, but you're seeing this on Facebook after this is over. Okay guys, thanks for the hearts. Keep them coming. Today we're going to talk about autoimmunity, and it's a subject that we talk about a lot on our Periscope channel and on our website at drwilcole.com. Thanks, Jimmy. So it's a passion of mine because so many autoimmune patients are kind of left to fend for themselves. They're not really given many options. Someone's asking on Periscope, functional medicine doc in Virginia. We have patients all around the world. We do webcam and phone consultations for people in other states, in other countries. So go to drwilcole.com. We offer a free health evaluation for that. I don't know anyone specifically in Virginia. Now, autoimmunity is a problem here in the mainstream setting because there's really no options for people beyond immunosuppressants or steroids. We're actually going to talk about MTHFR genetic mutations on this feed right now. So thanks for the question. And people are kind of left to go from doctor to doctor, more medications, and really just left for their health to decline. And the reality is there's so much that can be done outside of the standard model of care. So functional medicine, in my opinion, really fills in the gap for people struggling with autoimmune conditions, a wide variety of autoimmune conditions. So autoimmunity can affect an autoimmune response against tissues in the body can really react against anything, against the brain. So you have MS or Parkinson's, or even autism is seen as an autoimmune spectrum issue in the medical literature. Against the thyroid, like Hashimoto's disease, autoimmune thyroiditis, or Graves' disease. You can have joint, obviously autoimmune against the joints, like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus against the connective tissue, or in the gut with celiac or Crohn's, or over 100 autoimmune diseases, over 100, and another 40 that have at least an autoimmune component. So it's a huge problem in the West. It's growing by leaps and bounds, and really there's no options here. Hi everybody that's joining, and thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it on Periscope. So I just got out of a consult with a patient that made me want to talk about this. She's a patient that we've had for over a year. She came in September 2014, right? So this was last year. Now it's September 2000, and now it's October. What am I saying? October 2015. So it's been a little bit over a year. And where she's at now versus where she's been, wow, it just was leaps and bounds. She has Parkinson's disease, which is an autoimmune disease. And when I met her, she was rigid. She was almost emotionless. She had trouble thinking. She had anxiety. She had trouble walking. It was a huge amount of problems that she was going with. And the woman that I saw today with her husband just about a minute ago before this Periscope call, what I saw her today was just black and white as far as the contrast of where her health's improved. Her anxiety is improving. She's not stuck in her house anymore, not socializing with her friends. She's able to socialize. She said they went to yard sales all day over the weekend. She's just able to do things. She has her joy back. She has her health back. She's not 100%, which would be unrealistic in 1 year's time when someone has Parkinson's disease, but she is leaps and bounds better than she was then. Someone's asking in Periscope what tips when we have hit a roadblock with AIP. That's another call. Obviously, there's so many options for people beyond that, and it's hard to say via here. But we'll make a separate call for that. Thank you so much for the compliment as well. Thank you. So What are some of the factors we look at when it comes to autoimmunity? You can apply this to autoimmune brain issues like Parkinson's, but you also can apply this to multiple different autoimmunity. I think that the underlying dysfunction is really, there's a commonality between all autoimmune conditions here. So one major issue is the gut, which we've talked about a lot. We have to look at underlying microbiome issues. This lady in particular had a large amount of dysbiosis levels in her gut, high levels of opportunistic and pathogenic bacteria, which are linked in the medical literature to autoimmunity. So the gut-brain axis, your gut is your second brain. 95% of your serotonin is made in your gut and stored in your gut. If you have an unhealthy brain, you at least want to rule out an unhealthy gut, and oftentimes that's the case. People that have anxiety and depression, it's very common to have underlying gut issues, and this is linked very well in the medical literature to highly correlated to brain problems. Is that the same as candida overgrowth? Someone's asking on Periscope here. No, these are bacterial imbalances, which bacteria colony-forming units trigger brain function, and they regulate hormones in the body. But candida is a type of yeast, so at that point we're talking about an overgrowth or proliferation of a type of yeast or fungus that's in the gut. Typically what people are referring to is candida albicans, even though when we run tests you can find out it may not be candida albicans. It may be a wide variety of different yeast overgrowths or fungal overgrowths. And in this lady, we also looked at genetic mutations here, specifically methylation pathways. And methylation is that big biochemical superhighway that regulates a lot of different processes in the body. It regulates neurotransmitter function and detox pathways and gut healing. Hi, how are you? Someone's saying hi on Periscope. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. Keep them coming. Ashley, would you mind shutting that just so people don't hear me shouting? So we're also looking at methylation pathways. Those are genetic issues, not epigenetic factors here. So we want to know methylation impairments or genetic mutations that are highly correlated to autoimmune problems and anxiety and depression issues and autism. And this lady had MTHFR genetic mutations on her initial labs, which made it difficult to convert folic acid into methylfolate, which is the active form of the B vitamin. So we needed to support that. So we supported those genetic weaknesses so her body could start healing and recuperating and neurotransmitter function could be optimized, and she didn't feel so anxious and weak anymore. She had her energies back, her fatigue's gone, all that good stuff. And we also obviously wanted to look at homocysteine, which is the amino acid that can be accumulated in super high inflammatory protein that can be a problem with methylation impairments. You treat with methyl B12. Potentially. So someone's asking me on Periscope if we treat that with methyl B12. So B vitamins are methyl donors. They have carbon hydrogen groups that are important parts at play here between this huge superhighway dance in your body that happens over 1 billion times every second. That's what methylation is. Methyl B12 can be good for some people, but for some people it causes them to be jittery like caffeine. So we want to make sure to find the right B12 for them, and there's like about 4 or 5 different types of B12s there. Someone just asked the question on Periscope. I did miss it, so if you want to send it again, I will try to answer that. So we want to also look at nutrient deficiencies, or vitamin D was low, obviously supporting that. Look at other liver function as well. And then we want to look at the other, what's called polyautoimmunity. And this is where, her immune system wasn't only attacking her nervous system, it was also attacking her thyroid specifically, and it was attacking her heart, and it was also attacking collagen complex as well. So people with autoimmune diseases are at an increased risk. Some research says about 50 to 70% risk, depending on the autoimmune disease, of getting another, God forbid, another autoimmune disease. So we have patients with, 3, 4, 5 autoimmune diseases, and then even more stage 2 autoimmune reactivity problems that are undetected until they come to us, and then we tell them, this is an issue beyond this. Someone's asking, does insurance cover functional medicine? Someone's saying, I'm also impressive. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I'm passionate about it. That's what I know for sure. Does insurance cover functional medicine? It may offset some of the cost of labs, but by and large, it's not going to cover you getting healthy. And that's a sad state of affairs in the country. I think the tide's shifting, is my opinion. The Cleveland Clinic now has a functional medicine center. I think in another, decades to come, things are changing potentially. in some ways, I see some good change, and obviously, I think most of us can agree we see a lot of bad potential changes that the mainstream medicine is heading down as well. So I think it's a two-sided coin, some good, some bad. Someone's asking if Hashimoto's and still struggling with inflammation and weight gain. If you are dealing with autoimmune problems or thyroid problems or hormonal problems, check out drwillcole.com. We offer free health evaluations for people all around the world. So you can go there and offer that. And Andrea is actually my clinic manager, and she's just walked in the office right now, and she's the one that typically does the health evaluations. Someone's asking. I'll be right over. So thanks for the hearts, guys. Thanks for the questions. I'm sorry I'm not getting them all. I'm trying to as I see them. So, but on the insurance real fast, the question was, does insurance cover functional medicine? We make sure functional medicine is affordable for everybody, available for everybody. 100% of our patients are normal working class people, period. That's it. That's all we have. People that are tired of feeling lousy, they want to get healthy, and they realize they can't depend on the health insurance for their health. They're going to have to take responsibility for their health and get healthy themselves. And we are clinically investigating these root issues, giving them tools, giving them answers, so they can ultimately do it on their own and not depend on a white coat or depend on a pharmaceutical industry or an insurance industry or the government for their health and their life. So yeah, so the website, give us the website to get the free health exam. The website's actually on my profile on Periscope and on Facebook if you're watching this on Facebook. It's drwillcole.com, www.drwillcole.com. You can fill out the consultation page. We give, literally dozens and dozens and dozens of them every week, the free health evaluations via webcam or phone, wherever you're at. So, yeah, guys, it's a passion of mine. In autoimmunity, there's many pieces of the puzzle to the autoimmune puzzle. We talked about some of those puzzles. Hormones are another factor there. Yes, hormone help too, absolutely. So hormone issues, gut issues, brain issues, autoimmune issues, specifically hormonal thyroid issues. You're a blessing too. Thanks so much for the kind words. Thank you for putting my website on there, Megan. Thank you for all the love here on Periscope. I love communicating with you guys. And I will talk to you later. We have a functional medicine event tonight, and I will be scoping there tonight as well. So follow me if you're not following me on Periscope, and you'll get good information like this whenever I have time to do it in between patients. It does affect 40% of people. MTHFR genetic mutations do affect 40%. I wrote about that on the blog. Thank you so much for complimenting my passion. All right, guys, have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, someone's asking, what time is the event tonight? It's at, I have to be at the event center at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, so it'll be around there. All right, guys. Bye, guys. See you later.